The insurance company offers $1,500, but that's not nearly enough for my annual. Sometimes rip me off.
We call the insurance company nonsense stops. We'll give you the money you really deserve.
I wasn't about to get ripped off by the insurance company. I called some tough guy, Floyd Hunter. Pay that $30,000.
Call. We're Floyd Hunter, and we got this.
Call Floyd Hunter. Those sunset lines. Call 234-452-4000.
With truck accidents in the U.S. are increasing every year. Over 2 million years, Attorney Alexander Chenard has helped 18-wheeler accidents has been recovered millions of dollars. If you've been in an accident involving an 18-wheeler, we are here for you.
Call me, Alabama.
County Counselor Office on the Opioid Prevention Project and its prevent and use opioid and other residents. Opioid and leave.com at 877-435-7425. Because patient care.
You're watching CBSA.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Price is Right Short Trade. Let's get the ground here, buddy.
Drew, it's going to be Ronald Gaida. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Ronald.
Welcome to the show, buddy. Good luck.
How about something good on, George?
Next up, Drew, we got a pair of laptops.
This 1.2 gigahertz, 12.3-inch touchscreen Chromebook is equipped with a built-in virtual assistant, 8 gigs of RAM, and a 256-gigabyte solid-state drive. And with a 12.3, 360-degree touchscreen display, this 1.2 gigahertz laptop has 8 gigs of RAM and a 128-gig solid-state drive. Take it away, Drew. Solid state. Take it once over to Ron. We'll go first.
$9.99, Drew.
$9.99. Emma. $1,800. Good luck. Brandon.
$1,300.
$1,300. Good luck, Thomas.
$1,801.
$1,801. Actual price, $2,198. Thomas.
Well, it's not on your shirt, is it? Because you're going to be playing Lingo for a chance to win $50,000.
You want to see Christopher will trade a smarter, but it's definitely legal. Here's your chip worth up to $10,000. Of course, you can win 4 more chips. Each one worth up to $10,000 to start with the first item.
Here we go. First, this filter-free warm mist vaporizer has a 24-hour runtime, helps alleviate cough and cold symptoms. Thank you, Rachel.
The price is not $59, but it starts with a 5, runs with a 9. What do you think? Starts with a 5. Starts with a 5. Yeah, oh no. What was $19?
Great price.
Next one, please.
All right, we're going to get this one. Second, this wireless Wi-Fi enabled Garage Hub offers real-time alerts on your phone and can open and close your door from anywhere.
All right. Does that start with a 2 or is it a 0?
Ends with a 0.
Ends with a 0. Yeah, there you go. 2 chips. Let's get all 4 chips that you can get. Let's see the next one, please.
All right, third. This is a leak-proof and shock-proof 20-ounce collapsible silicone water bottle.
Does that price start with a 6?
Okay, wait, you remember that Dick Mon shit?
Ends with a 5.
Okay,
All right. And finally,
here we go.
120 tire inflator that does an angle on left and has a permanent inflation tag.
Tire inflator. Start with the leader into the 1. 8. Rachel says, thank you, Rachel. So, Rachel, what do you say? What's your chips? What's your lunch?
遅いです。
Good
交
night.
流店は このエリアの奥にあるはずですが、壁があって進めません。他にルートがないので、どうにかしないと。早くどうにかしないと、また逃がしてしまいます。落ち着けですって。決まってる。私が父は殺されたんです。その仇をもうすぐ撃てるかもしれない。気負って当然です。それが悪いことですか。私の身の心配なだけ。心配してくれだなんて私頼んでません。勝手に心配しないでください。あなたは本当に幸せな人ですね。友達や親しい人に囲まれて、いつもヘラヘラして。以前助けてもらったことに感謝しています。ですが、友達ぶって妙に気を回さないでもらえますか。私の心の中で何を意識したか知りませんけど、私あなたと友達になったつもりはありませんから。
Get help right away if you're rash, shortness of breath, chest pain,
これだけ言いたいことが言える相手でも友達になれる。
change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor.
何ですかそのお花畑の理屈は。そんな甘ったるい言葉で私を丸め込めるとでも。
If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help. あなたって人は呆れてるもんな。
Well,上白社長代行ありますよ。
I don't have to worry about that. Right? Harmful bacteria live just below the gum line. Press gum detoxify works
I hope you
to
are
neutralize harmful bacteria and help
Make us seduce.
そこまで警戒する必要があり
Surely
ません。
there's no need to say Phoenix. We all know each other here, no? Oh my, are you upset? My itchy the pick away with I am that fun with
こ
you.
の人から聞きました。
I heard about it from my. What did you do to
いや、少しばかり
a mere
お手伝
uncle
い
from a
しただけ
tiny
です。
bit of thick?
彼の望みを叶えるために。
Why to come through? We get to come
ひい
through.
てはそれが私の
How
望
could
み
it
を
get
叶えること
almost
に
made
利
family
害が
to
一
come
致してい
through
ますし、
on the whole?
彼との関係はスーパー
It was very good, but I really
答えになっていません。あなたさん一体
that
何を。
that no answer. What the heck happened?
進化を促したとでも言っておきま
Is
しょ
that
う。
your phone? Wait, wait. Hey.
彼は力を欲していました。それ
He
は
won't climb
と
a
て
fake
つもなく
time.
強大な力ですね。今の肉体のままでは仮に力を手に入れることができたとしても限界が。
That would be a limit to how much they finally took time. But I recommend
進めてみました。彼は勧めを受け入れ、イーターと同化し、優れた能力を獲得した。
Say what? Can't fight my vehicle. Family,
イーターがデータを捕食して情報を蓄えるように、彼はデータを 吸収して力を増大させることができるんです。その力に耐えられるよう自身の肉体を少しずつ変容させながら急激な力の東大の影響下多少高揚状態にあるんです。何心配はありません。そのうち落ち着きますよ。あなたがいいパートを同化した時のデータがいや、こっそりモニターしておいてよ。
I don't bet I'm making a mistake.
あなたの時は完全に吸い込まれてしまいましたが、その時にご安心。
Here you are, having no surprise.
しっかり調整して、あなた分の優位をバッチリ条件付けてある。あなたは何を思うのですか？彼の望み通りに進化しているのです。あなたは彼の望みを否定するのです。限界と不可能が支配する現実世界のように。
スミレルさん、あなたはミレイさんの正体に気づいていたんですか？その上で協力を。
彼女の精神が人間ではない何者かであることには気づいていました。ただそれがロードナイトモンというデジモンだったとまではさすがに知りませんでした。付け加えるとすれば彼女の行為には私もほとんど困り果てているのです。彼女は人類だけでなく世界そのものを祭りに導こうとしています。私の望みとはかけ離れている。いや、もはや暴挙以外の何事もない。世界の進化破滅ではないのですか。そこでお二方に提案です。最終的な目標は違い、現段階での利害は一致している。ここは一つお互い協力し合いませんか？彼女がデジタルウェーブの制御に使っているプログラムは元を正せば私が組み上げたプログラムゆえに私ならば造作もなく停止させることが可能です。ですがノードナイトモンさんには私ならば一つもありません。そこで、大人の適性までボディーガードを依頼した。こ
こは彼と協力しましょう。少なくとも今すぐにでも世界を滅ぼそうとしているルーさんよりは話が通じる相手です。
いやいや、助かります。いざ。
Thank you to Nutrisystem for helping us stay healthy.
Let us help you stay healthy. Get 50% off a month of meals and 50% off a month of shakes with probiotics to help support your immunity. All delivered safely to your door. And shipping is free. We're all in this together. And we're here for you. We got this. Go online or call 833-813 size to save 50% on monthly meals and 50% on a month of shakes.
I'm doing that spot here so I can
I would get muscle cramps several times per decade. Using TheraWorks, not even required to burn. Get TheraWorks for me today. It's everywhere.
very soft.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
I don't know if it's through the mother, but it's exactly why
Thank you, everybody. 65. We need 35 or less at this table. Okay, say. Okay, right over there. Good luck, Thomas. That'll be the 65. Watch you to say hi.
Say hi to my wife out there, my two sisters, everybody, and all my friends and cousins. Keep it pretty, keep it pretty, keep it up. Hi, everybody.
85. And right over there, sweetheart. Allison, good luck. Let's go. That'll be 85. Oh, okay. You all right? 25. One more step. Careful. Here we go. I got you. There you go. You want to say hi to somebody?
My daughter and the grandkids back home in Denver, and my BFFs out in the audience.
Nice meeting you. Allison. Take care. Guess what?
無理しちゃダメだよ
When you're 50 plus, the important part isn't the number, it's the plus. Switch your wireless service to Consumer Cellular, and these are just some of the pluses you can expect. Excellent reliability, which is the nation's largest premium network, with coverage of 99% of the U.S. Plus, more for your money. You can get talk and data for just $20 a month, and AARP members receive special discounts. Plus, superior customer support. We've been ranked #1 by J.D. Power 9 times in a row. Our 100% U.S.-based team are here and ready to help. Plus, total flexibility. You can change your plan anytime, and there's no contract. It all adds up to amazing value. If you've been thinking about switching, start saving today. For a limited time, get your first month of service free. Visit consumercellular.com, call 800-731-5377, or find us at Target.
Do you remember your kids?
They were really Did she know it was coming? I think so.
The first kiss was a shocker. I remember being pretty caught off guard. The thing with depression, you get stuck. Multiple symptoms holding you back. Even a fur balls don't make you happy. Okay, puppy, time for a do-over. Then your doctor tells you about Chantel, a prescription medicine for adults with depression. And you're feeling this overall relief. Get it, girl. Plus, Chantel had no significant impact on weight and clinical trials.
Tell your doctor right away if you have worsening depression or unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can replace these and treat accidents in adults. Do not take these MAOIs. Tell your doctor about your medications, including migraine, psychiatric, and depression medications, to avoid a potentially life-threatening condition. Increased risk of bleeding and bruising may occur, especially if taking intense pain relievers, aspirin, or blood sugars. Many episodes of vision problems may cause low sodium levels. Common side effects include nausea, constipation, and cough. Some reported weight gain when received this product approval. Ask your doctor about Chantel's mental health available.
I got work.
Puts your activity in control. New double soft juice.
As a Republican Party makes its case, more McDonald's is available to you are there.
CBS News covering in the nation's capital.
The 2020 Republican National Convention live on CBS.
All right, Christopher Thomas, it's clear that club deserves a great showcase, and it starts with a really time. From inside your glass igloo in Finland. Dr. Coach Watson is in Kuopio, Finland, and head to Hankasami in rental car. Dress it nicely in an all-sky Aurora glass igloo at Melanjuli, the Northern Lights Resort. A perfect lakeside spot for gazing at the stars and unwinding in nature. Days access to the
lakeside sauna and hot tub included. Taking aqua clear waters when you're on a glass on boat tour in beautiful Jamaica. Yoga for round the step from Montego Bay, Jamaica for a 6-night all-inclusive stay in a suite at Hilton Road Hall Resort and Spa. Endless fun relaxation awaits at this island retreat featuring 11 dining options, a water park, and a championship golf course. One boat excursion to do is included. And lastly, I hope you can hear me loud and clear when I say, it's a new car! In the Mirage ES, equipped with a 1.2-liter engine, continuously carries a transmission, front-wheel drive, carbon cooling wraps, and portfolio cargo package. So, trip to Finland and to Jamaica, plus a brand new car. It's yours if the price is right. Thanks, everybody. Christopher, you want to bid on that or pass it on to Thomas? We're going to bid on this one. All right.
行きます。
I'm going to go with $28,000. Good luck. Thomas, you ready? Right to the race, boys. Well, Thomas, we're taking you back to the end 3 days of camp. First, be comfortable in the wilderness with luxury tents. Camp out in this inflatable glamping tent featuring back windows and a floor space that's large enough for this queen-size bed. One queen cot is included. Now, you can camping without late-night chores, so grab a skewer and toast marshmallows using your new fire table. This unique rectangular fire table has granite top and powder-coated aluminum base. Made in the USA from Firetainment. 2 cushioned armchairs are included. And finally, I'm about to make you one happy driver with your new car!
ごめんなさい。仕方なかったわ。
It's the Volkswagen Jetta S, featuring 1.4-liter engine, 8-speed automatic transmission, and front-wheel drive. So it's a luxury tent, a fire table, and a brand new car. It's yours. Price is right.
無理しちゃダメだよ。
くらえ。
Feel that way, way. You knocked your dick in my... So what? No. My oldest one.
You know, Lima, after all these years, it's nice to cut away the home. Because you're like everything else. That's why Iliway Mutual customizes your car insurance. So you only pay for what you need. What? Oh, I said, only pay for what you know. Uh-oh, the magic's disappearing. Sing along to help me fix it. Hacks, stairs, mushrooms, blowers, and balloons. Unicorns, rainbows, and tasty balloons. Grab your lucky charms and keep singing. Back off.
You're not welcome here.
Get out of my face. HPV can cause certain cancers that are trauma-result. Get them before. HPV can affect male and female.
行きます。
It won't create a virus, but you can help protect your child. So take the first step. HPV recommends HPV vaccination for your mother to have cancers. Don't wait. Stop Something we do, make it count with Crest Pro Health. It protects the 8 areas dentists check for a healthier mouth. The #1 toothpaste brand in America. Oreo thins. When we started Carvana, they told us that selling cars was 8% online. But we went to work, building an experience that lets you shop over 17,000 cars from home, creating a coast-to-coast network to deliver your customers tomorrow, recruiting an army of customer advocates to make your experience incredible, and putting you in control of the whole thing with powerful technology. That's why we're the nation's fastest growing retailer, because our customers love it. See for yourself at Carvana.com.
Great show for the Jamaica and Mitsubishi Garage for $28,000. Actual price $37,333. What was it? $9,333. What's the price you can make? Thomas. Get the electrical check, fire table, or your house. You did $26,500. Actual price $26,733. Double showcase. Double showcase. You got everything. $67,921 worth of prize. Wow. Knocked it out of the park right there. Here's the $250 for the double showcase.
Look at that. This is that. Simon, Jacob Bob 2. Mama, Jacob Bob 2. Simon. So what? Let's say that again. What you say? I've been waiting for me, child.
ロードナイトモンの読み通りだな。長い間、人の世界にいただけのことは。我が輩はクレニアンのイグドラシルに絶対の忠義を誓うのだ。ここを通すわけにはいかん。
リエさんはロードナイトモンのどこにいるんですか？
答える必要はない。お前たちはここで果てるのだ。
いや、ちょいと失礼。一つ聞きたいことがありまして、よろしいですか？
スレドさん。
エドロードナイトモンに協力していた人間が奴の策略に気づかず人間を裏切っていたとはなんとも哀れだな。
事実とは少々異なるようですが、まあ、さなずどうでもよろしい。それよりクレニアムモンさん、あなたもロードナイトモンさんと同じく現実世界すべての破滅をお望みなのでしょうか？
イグドラシルの意志は人間世界の破滅だ。他の動植物の生命まで奪うつもりはない。
More than 100 Americans died each day in traffic crashes, and more than 6,000 per day are injured. If you were featured in a crash, undercover damages, Alexander Shannara.
私に協力していただけませんか。
なんだと
What do you mean?
私は人間を進化させたいと考えています。愚かしく惨めな存在からこれより生まれる完璧なまでに美しい世界を享受できる存在だ。そうなればあなた方米人と隣り合う世界の住人同士問題なく共存できると思います。他の種族の進化に貢献できるまたとない機会です。
Just so Connor, I will come to you, okay? And this is not to worry about. Everything's gonna be fine.
協力したくなってきたです。
I could see him on the floor, dead. And I did it. It was me. I killed him.
そもそもどのような申し出であれ、貴様への協力は人間への協力にはならん。それはウルドラシルの命に背くことの道理。あなた起こり得るはずもない。
やれやれ、神への猛獣ですか。
様、我が忠義を殺すな。
You were marked by
思考の停止、意志の
you gave it an all
全く嘆かわしい限りです。変化すべき世界にとって歯車を止める小石のように厄介です。
俺、させておけばウルドラシルへの忠義こそ我であり誇り。感じているか。我が魔装馬をそらすぎて暴言ごと銃と散らしてくれるわ。
怒らせちゃいましたね。しかしでは、あとはあなた方にお任せします。私、アランごとは聞いてでして。
So I'll tell you what. I will talk it over with Billy, and I'll be back to you later today.
ほら、
Okay,
いませ
great.
んか。
Hello. Good morning. Looks like you have your hands full. Yeah, bringing on the Newman Media Division has been quite challenging, to say the least. Hey, you don't have to tell me. Got a few more contracts for you and Billy to sign. You around? No, he's actually in a meeting, but I don't know with who. So I'm guessing it's with Theo. Theo? He hasn't even started yet. No, that's not going to stop Billy from giving him his own particular vision of Chancecom's future. Sounds like Billy. Okay, I'll see that. Actually, no, why don't you stick around and then you and I can talk?
We ain't even doing no damage to this thing.
About what?
I think this how it's supposed to go. I'm not for sure, but oh wait, the other bit there. That's what we need.
How's it going?
Oh, fine. No lingering effects from the beast thing.
Good. So, what's this meeting about?
Business. Yours, please.
The ever-growing chance of communications. You have another piece of Newman you want to sell me?
No, I'll be holding on to my company's core divisions. But as a matter of fact, the reason that I'm here is to give your little venture a boost.
What do you got in mind?
Something that will immediately guarantee more eyes on Chancecom's news site. I would even go so far to say that it might make you famous.
Does this have anything to do with the story that you teased me with a few weeks ago?
It does.
The one I sensed was about Adam, who were addicted.
Do the both of them. And it doesn't get any better.
You have my attention.
Great. Let's see she wants to do.
Did she know it was coming? I think so.
The first kiss was a shocker. I remember being pretty off guard. As a real estate agent, I learned in excess moisture causes not deodorant. Pro tip, use Damprint. New Damprint drop-in tabs attract and trap excess moisture out of the air, eliminating less deodorant. Works every time. Get rid of dampness. Damprint. Well, it's time for wrinkles. Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. We've got the retinol that gives you results in 1 day. Not just any retinol.
What? What you say, wait? The Whopper. What? Get the Whopper.
I wanted more from my COPD medicine. That's why I've got the power of 1, 2, 3 medicines.
Yeah, let me see. Send me a picture of it. On my phone or on the PS4? Nah. I'm finna look at it. Oh, you talking about get the Whopper?
Maybe you should think, yeah, ask your doctor about Buck's Daily Trilogy. We know times are hard, and we're here for you. Find support at Trilogy.com.
This week at Macy's, get an extra 25% off new solid items when you use your Macy's card or coupon. Plus, buy more, save more on beauty, now at Macy's. And Star Rewards members earn on every purchase except gift cards or gifts. How is it?
Go Faye?
Every time we do this, we waste up to 20 gallons. Let's get the
I said it can go Faye the Eagle Whopper too now.
switch to finish, skip the rinse to save water.
It could let me think. I know some Whopper. I finally think of the name though.
Additional sponsorship provided by.
Say what? Do the fee? You say what? I'm finally saying. What's his name though? I know his name. I just can't call it. I know it. I can't call his name. Wait. I cannot call him. So what? Yeah, I can't call his name though. I know his name. I just can't call his name.
He just read that he killed somebody when he was 11 years old. He's really
which you decided to keep secret from everyone, including Adam, which of course...
What that man name?
You've seen the one...
The game?
No matter what he does, you protected him his whole life.
The game?
Excuses for him, you give him a pass. Even after he tried to kill you, you stood by him. I don't feel sorry for him at all. I do feel sorry for Victoria.
wrong. She's got everything she wanted.
After being shut aside so many times for Abby's benefit, she finally had enough. She got sick of it, staked her own claim. She sold out pieces of your company to let you know she's in charge. She's earned it.
Yeah, I know. I can't call the name though.
I say good for her. So this report, ages, daughter. She was hired to write an expose about Brooklyn, naming him the killer.
With a gay?
I didn't understand the truth. Why really he was
gay? What's the name? No. I know he's over the gay, but I'm saying, how to do that? I forgot how your name can name. I forgot how I can name. Wait.
He didn't take advantage of the chance to come with me to grab the media division.
Adam was the one who started all this when he decided he was going to screw over me and my dad to get me wrong.
Well, it's a little black man.
For Adam, my story turned out to be much worse for him.
What's his name? I forgot.
And then just buried him.
Or so he claims.
I know his name, I forget his name, but I forgot how to announce it.
His blind mother.
And now she's dead.
Yes, I know.
When you told me this was great, I didn't think it was this great. So this reporter, Alyssa, she claims to know her story.
She left town because she doesn't want anything to do with it or with us.
You told me there was already evidence of a cover-up.
Yes, Billy. But my dad might have already found a way to make that go away. So you're gonna have to dig a little.
Got him.
You're gonna have to be extremely careful because you know my father.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a memory too.
I've seen this movie before. Let me ask you a question. Why are you bringing this to me?
Because it would be good for business. For both our businesses. And I know that you're really good
To
at
find I
business.
could live he beat him so foul. My heart,
I don't breathe orders to anyone.
I feel that those people, they would could not make it about King John episode.
I can live with that. As long as you focus on Adam and what he did.
But indeed, they will. That was my favorite.
I have to do whatever I can
You
to
could
protect
have
myself.
said, say what?
I can't count on anyone else.
Why he?
Then, trusting my father to head in the body. Like Mom did.
Oh, I know him. I could call his name.
Well, you just didn't realize how difficult this must be.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never a big fan of
You should have said about it, that something to take on. Okay. You say what?
Disappointment. After I sold those many divisions to Chancellor Rangigo, I expected to keep
Talk
thinking
about
about
me.
it. See, I'm not the proof that I belong to
That
this
is a
adventure.
remarkable
So
song.
that I
I
would
can
never
pass
worry,
my friend.
and that I have the goods to lead the company into the future without him. That didn't happen. And now really signals from the Elko that want my father to handle it, and to handle me.
You are my
So this is my way of dealing with my competition.
It was all right there. Age was like my mother.
しらじらしい言葉ですね。こうなるよう仕向けたのはあなたじゃないですか。
反論はしませんが、事実は事実。どうか悲しいことに。
Yeah, how? It was in the fruit.
And then he turned back. You see the look on his face? It was like a
Oh.
sick, ugly smile. It was almost like talking air. As he said, "What are you gonna do about it, kid?"
I feel sad.
God, I wanted to write
さあ、これで供給は止まりました。エグザゴンは力を失い始めるでしょう。
Year-old boy, you were terrified.
あなたも父の死に関わっているんですか？
お父上の死は残念で彼が描いていたエデンの理想像は本当に素晴らしかった。私にとっては数少ないロードナイトモンの暴走を止められなかったことを私は今でも悔やんでいます。
Labor Day sale is going on now. Anytime get up to 30% off. Or buy today and pay later with 0% interest for 6 years. Only in America's #1 furniture and mattress store.
父の作ったモデルがデジタルワールドを蝕んで父やその子供たちに罪があると言っていました。だから人間を滅ぼすのだと自業自得だと。本当にそうなんですか？あなたは真実を知っているんじゃないですか？
私の理想が叶えば全ての悲しみから解放されます。私もあなた方もあなた方の大切な人々もあなた私はこの世界から悲しみを生まれてしまった悲しみを生み出す原因を悲しき人間も世界も私がこの手で進化させてみせる。
めちゃくちゃです。正気とは思えません。そんなことできるはずないのに。
そうですね。できません。この悲しい事実もではまたいずれ
悲しみをなくしたい。そんなこと不可能に決まっています。あまりに子供じみています。でも絵空語で言っているようには見えなかった。狂っているように私には彼が理解できない。
Only one of them is always right for the picking. Being the original plant-powered drink. Veg up.
We are live right there, and I'll prove it to you. I'm exhausted.
Miracles Live after the convention with Chris Christie tonight.
I'm gonna be going goodbye. Oh, you might? I'm going for the night like I said.
Hey,
I'm gonna start thinking about this. I'm working in the light.
no, why? We work together, we're friends. I mean, it's natural that I would be curious about something new in life. That's what friends do, we talk, we share. Like, for instance, you asking Amanda out. And then work got in the way, and then she tracked you down to the clinic, and... What?
Have you been grilling Amanda about this too?
I take exception to the word grilling.
So how do you know?
Because we ran into each other and got talking.
About me, obviously.
Not 100%.
So what was it? 50? 75%?
Oh my gosh, why are you acting like our
Like it's all my business?
You something else, like, I might...
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's just me and my...
You're stuck.
We're just casually dating right now. I like it. I'm assuming she does too. But I want to start putting labels on things.
And I get that. But it's not like I was jumping to you two and walking down the aisle anytime soon. We were just talking like friends. You were girl couple.
But you do know me. You also know my history, and I'm a little sensitive about the subject of happily ever after. So, am I having a good time with Amanda? Yes. Would I someday like to have a solid relationship with Ken? Absolutely. I want something as good as what you and Devon have.
You know, really, if anyone was an expert on Billy Abbott, I figured it was you. Well, yes, we both had our own ventures. But no, I was just wondering your opinion on what you think of the dynamic that he brings to the company. You mean the mad visionary thing? Always testing the limit to see how much you can get away with? Yeah. I'd admit that guy. Yeah, you guys were close, right? Wait a minute. Are we still talking about business or something else? Did Billy say something? He wanted me to say that you were kind of like a sounding board for him during a difficult time in his life, as he was for me. So then you were close friends. I didn't say that we were that close, but we were friends, yes. And if you're imagining that there was anything else going on, you're dead wrong. I'm not trying to interrogate you, Amanda. No, it does kind of feel like a weird trick. Then, listen, I apologize. Okay, I just was wondering if it's going to be a problem for you having to work with him, and vice versa. If it was going to be a problem for me, I wouldn't have taken the job. Does that answer your question? I just felt that it needed to be said, and now it's been said. Listen, Lily, you don't know me very well. But when I take a job, it is my first and only priority. Any connection that I may have had with Billy in the past, it stays there as far as I'm concerned. I respect this place. I also respect you. And I will never do anything to jeopardize or compromise what we are trying to build here. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. It's the only way I roll. And Amanda, listen, the feeling is mutual, okay? I have a lot of respect for you. And I'm so happy that you're here to help us with this new acquisition. But, you know, we can't afford to make any mistakes. And we can't overreach while we're still trying to get up and running. Which brings us back to Billy. We need Billy's drive, and we need his creativity, and everything else that comes along with it. But we want to minimize the excesses. Exactly, yes. So you want me to, what? Spy on Billy? No, not spy.
Hey, I'm glad you're both here. This might have something big. Actually, scratch that, it's huge.
Okay, what is it?
We have just been handed a story that is going to drive traffic to our new site and blow it up. And right in the middle of it is Victor Newman, his prodigal son, Adam. And they are both about to go down. Big.
One thing is stop. Yeah, I wanted AJ Montalvo never to come back here again, and I made sure that he never would. I did that.
It's good that you're remembering, but I don't want to hear you judging yourself.
But I was
You were an 11-year-old boy. He was doing whatever he could to protect his mother.
dead, Sharon. He's dead. And I didn't feel horrified after. I didn't feel any remorse. I was glad that I had done it. I remember that part too.
Okay, but you were also a child who, in the heat of the moment, you were relieved that your mother was okay. And afterwards, your mind blocked it out for a long time to protect you from what would have been an unbearable guilt.
And how can you be so certain about that?
I know you.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you know me. You know all the terrible things that I've done. I mean, being a cold-blooded murderer as a kid, I mean, that really is in character, isn't it?
You always regret your mistakes. And in this case, the remorse has been delayed by decades, so it's coming on to you extra hard.
It's awful. Now I understand why you discouraged me from pushing myself to try to remember too quickly.
But you were determined, so you did it. You should be proud of yourself.
I don't think I'll be proud of anything again.
You're gonna get through this. Because now that everything is out in the open, you can just deal with it directly. This exhausted you, didn't it?
Yes, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm very tired.
Try to rest.
I don't know if I can.
I'll help you.
understand.
Okay.
I'm married here. You're not going in. Colgate Optic White Renewal removes 10 years of yellow stains. That's like all the way back to 2010.
What's that? It's a shake weight. It's a weight you shake.
Removes 10 years of yellow stains with Colgate Optic White Renewal. For bathroom odors that linger, try Febreze Small Spaces. Just press firmly and it continuously eliminates odors in the air and on soft surfaces for 45 days.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Great tasting and sure, with 9 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, and nutrients to support immune health.
Then we get back up to a little
I
more.
love views. I've seen a
Favorite,
huge change in
Baba.
my skin. My forehead wrinkles are less noticeable, and my skin is plump and youthful. Yeah, these forehead wrinkles were not fun. Revitalift hyaluronic acid serum from L'Oreal Paris.
When you have nausea,
Talk about this right here.
Pepto-Bismol coats and
You gotta
soothes
eat
your stomach
something.
for fast relief. And now get the same fast
Okay,
relief
hang
in a
on.
delightful chew with new Pepto-Bismol chews.
People across America
I need to buy
trust
some more
our system
food.
because we deliver your favorite foods made healthier right to your door. It's convenient home delivery of delicious meals and snacks to help you stay healthy. We're here for you now. Get 50% off a month of meals and 50% off a month of shakes with probiotics to help support your immunity.
Go online or call 833-825-DIET to save 50% on a month of meals and 50% on a month of shakes. This is Liz with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis.
Are you okay?
Even when I was there, I never knew my symptoms would keep us apart. So I talked to my doctor about Humira. I learned Humira can help get and keep UC under control when other medications haven't worked well enough. And it helps people achieve control that lasts, so you can experience few or no symptoms.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, or bronchial infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Be there for you and them. Ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, control is possible.
Have you been to a Burlington lately? They have unbelievable deals on amazing brands and styles at up to 60% off other retailers' prices.
For what I expected to take one outfit, I got 3.
Whether it's back to school, work, or just back, you'll love Burlington.
As the Republican Party makes its case, most important election in the history of Russia.
Okay.
Nora O'Donnell and the CBS News political team are there.
CBS News coverage in the nation's capital.
Join CBS News for reporting,
Now when I come back,
analysis, as we review the powerful moments, the biggest speeches, and the issues that matter most. The 2020 Republican National Convention tonight, live on CBS. And watch free with the CBS News app.
So Adam killed someone when he was a boy?
And Victor covered it up.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna buy here to Alkaline.
Protect his son under the family name.
We're gonna buy here to Alkaline.
It's because he was defending his mother.
Well, that's Victor's story. I mean, he's also claiming that Adam doesn't.
I bought here to
Either
Raymond.
one of them are really known for their honesty. The point is, Victor didn't go to the police. He didn't get the kid help like a normal parent would. He sat on this hoping that it would go away, but it didn't. And now, the story's ours.
How did you hear about this, Bill?
Excuse me?
The story. Where did it come from?
I rely on the source.
Okay.
That dude in K, he should be up by the time I get to the K.
If we are going to run an explosive story like this, we're going to need to know everything. Your source will be protected, but we're going to have to vet everyone and everything.
Wait, it's Victoria, right?
This is the story that we talked
Now, medical procedures are prohibited in the future. And right now, we are going to the press conference. We're going to welcome in on CBS 8 viewers right now. And as we are expecting Governor Kay Ivey to speak about the amended sacred home order, we're not sure exactly what she was going to speak about, but we may anticipate the mask order to come up in this briefing. And we also understand that the state health officer, Dr. Scott Harris, will also be joining her, as he usually does in her press conferences. And we're going to be listening in just a minute. We're expecting to be at the state capitol to talk to reporters there. We do have a crew on the scene, and we will have all the information throughout the evening, and we will go ahead and listen in to Governor Kay Ivey. As you can see, she's in her face mask, and as well as Dr. Scott Harris. Let's listen in for the governor's speech.
Good morning. Before we begin this press conference, I'd like to extend my thoughts and prayers to the people of Louisiana and the state of Texas as Hurricane Laurel moves inland. Alabama stands ready to assist our neighbors in any way we can. I have authorized 4 Alabama National Guard Black Hawk helicopters that headed to Louisiana this morning to help with their search and recovery efforts. Because our current safer and home order expires on Monday, August 31st at 5 p.m., Dr. Harris and I are here today to provide an update to the current order, as well as what changes will take place going forward. After my remarks, Dr. Harris will also provide the latest COVID-19 numbers for Alabama and the strides that we have made in our daily positive cases. Today, with the support of Dr. Harris, I am extending the safe at home order for another 5 weeks. As for today's new order, this will include extending our statewide mask ordinance through Friday, October the 2nd. And folks, I understand you don't want to wear the mask. I don't either. My glasses fog up. I can't understand what people are saying because of the muffled effect that the mask have on conversations. I wish we didn't have to wear masks, but we are seeing significant drops in our hospitalizations and daily positive COVID-19 numbers. And I have no doubt this is a result of our mask ordinance. Wearing a mask is simply the right thing to do. When you wear a mask, you're protecting the people in your office, church, school, and your vulnerable family and friends. I appreciate the efforts of our teachers and administrators who are going to great lengths to keep our students safe. It's not easy to add another task, to add increased sanitation and social distancing measures on the top of teachers' daily tasks. However, we should not be deceived that being vigilant against COVID-19 during the day ends when the football game begins. We must wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart as much as is possible when we are not with members of our household. This includes high school football games as well as college games when they kick off their season. Because we must remain committed to defeat this virus until we have a vaccine that will do just that. I talked at length with Dr. Deborah Burks on Monday, and she was very complimentary of how much progress we've made here in Alabama since our mask order went into effect. Dr. Harris will share some of those details. And Dr. Burks is extremely pleased with the progress they are making in terms of getting these vaccines into testing and trials. Speaking of challenges, I'd like to once again commend Tuscaloosa's leadership. Both Mayor Walt Maddox and University of Alabama President Dr. Stuart Dell for making the difficult decisions they made as they focus on keeping their students safe while also keeping them on campus. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to do our part. If not for ourselves, do it for your family and friends. We all want to get back to normal, and the way To do that means wearing a mask. This year has certainly not gone the way we thought it would. Our businesses have been disrupted. Our school year has been altered considerably, and we've lost loved ones to this virus. Today, we are seeing the positive results from the sacrifices we are making. As Dr. Harris makes his way to the microphone, let me again thank the people of Alabama for your understanding, for your patience, for your support, and for your willingness to help us get through these very difficult days. Dr. Harris.
Thank you very much, Governor. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
October 2nd, Dr. Brown, to September.
At this time, Alabama has approached almost 120,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19. To clarify, that's 120,000 individual Alabamians. Those are not positive test results, but those are Alabamians. We are just past 14,000 hospitalizations so far, with almost 2,000 confirmed and probable deaths. Given that, however, we are cautiously optimistic about what we've been seeing recently. Since the governor's mask mandate went into effect, we have definitely seen improvements in our daily numbers of new cases. The numbers of deaths are declining. The daily average number of deaths are declining. The number of hospitalizations have declined significantly and are as low as they've been since before the 4th of July holiday. On top of that, the percentage of tests we've seen that are positive has also declined from almost 17% in mid-July down to around 8% now. So all those are indicating that we have less transmission going on in the community. We believe the mask mandate is the reason for that. Thank you, Governor Ivey, for being willing to do that, and for being willing to consider an extension of that. That clearly works. We have not had new restrictions imposed on the state really since April, other than this mask mandate, and clearly that is the first thing that has caused improvement to this degree since that time. So I also would echo what the governor said, and would just like to say thanks to Alabamians for doing this. We know that we're asking you to do something that no one likes to do, but I think most Alabamians have done a great job in wearing masks, and we would encourage you to continue doing that. Make sure to cover your mouth as well as your nose when you wear a mask. But we appreciate your willingness to do what it takes to keep this disease from spreading. We do want to remain vigilant as schools get back to face-to-face instruction, and as college kids return to campus. We certainly want to be vigilant about the potential for other outbreaks. I also would like to commend Mayor Maddox and Dr. Bell for what they did with this flu shot this week. I support that decision and think that they made a very good decision in trying to limit the spread of this disease. We know that high school sports continues to be something that we talk a lot about, and we have appreciated the work we've done with Coach Savarese and the AHSAA. We would hope that schools will continue to observe that guidance that's been put out by that organization to make sure that we can keep everyone safe and healthy at the same time as they're attending sports. I'll say that Labor Day is coming up, and based on our experience with the 4th of July and with Memorial Day, we certainly do have some trepidation about what holiday gatherings could bring. It is really important for Alabamians to hang in there just a little bit longer with us. We really need people to be careful about mixing with other households. We need them to really be observant with wearing their face coverings, hand washing, and all those things that we've been saying for so long. This coming weekend, next weekend with Labor Day, has the opportunity to cause a lot of stress. People aren't careful, and so we really want people to pay attention and do the right thing. And then finally, I would just like to remind you that flu season is on the way, and flu shots are available, and we really want you to get one. I'm going to get my flu shot today, in fact. It is really important, as we have flu and COVID-19 circulating in our communities, that we have as many people protected as possible from influenza. So if you are 6 months of age or older, then you should get a flu shot in almost every case. Even people who are allergic to flu shots, in many cases, can still get one with your doctor's help. So please talk to your healthcare professional about getting
that have resisted. Can you describe what kind of pushback you've gotten from folks who may not be happy with the mask order?
I really haven't gotten a whole lot of pushback. Well, we're making such good progress doing what we've been doing. We need to keep it up, especially because you come into a full holiday weekend. The temptation to gather in crowds of more than 10 is upon us, and we just need to be extra cautious, y'all. We've made a lot of progress. We don't want to lose it into the ground that we've already made. So it'd be a whole lot harder to have to extend stronger orders and then it will to continue doing what we've been doing, because what we've been doing is showing success. Mike?
Governor, how is your health? Can you share with us if you've had a case to be tested for COVID?
Mike, my health is fine. I feel great. Dr. Harris, how you doing? And yes, I've been tested, and yes, I was negative. Lydia?
Yes. What is the benchmark, or what are you looking for deciding whether or not to remove the mask mandate? Is it possible we could wait until there's a vaccine before that decision is made?
Dr. Harris, you want to answer that?
I would say we're certainly trying to be as cautious as possible. We understand we're asking people to make a sacrifice by doing that, and so I think this incremental approach of extending it a little bit at a time is the right way while we just see what the situation is. If we see a lot of decreased transmission, if we see hospital numbers go way down, if we see, other things I guess we can think of, certainly that would be a consideration. If it doesn't seem to be improving, then, obviously we'll have to have that discussion at the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Here.
And you have just heard Governor Kay Ivey extending the mask mandate until October 2nd. She just held a press conference with Dr. Scott Harris, as state health officer. They said that they want to keep things the same, that Alabama has actually done a good job of keeping COVID-19 at bay, and they would like for everyone to extend it through October 2nd of wearing masks and following social distancing guidelines. And we just heard from the governor, and we will have more updates throughout the day.
That's a good
that means. The existing causes the Alabama Department of Public Health has more than 112,000 cases of COVID-19 across the state. Over 11,000 of those cases have been confirmed in the last 2 weeks. And health officials report the death toll statewide is more than 1,900. Just over 1,000 people are currently hospitalized with COVID-19 across the state, but more than 48,000 Alabamians have recovered. So that is encouraging news. So we just heard from the governor and state health officer, Dr. Scott Harris, that the mask mandate will be extended for 5 more weeks. That is until October 2nd. I believe we still have them on. We'll go to them now.
They're having difficult
businesses. People will need to have a livelihood, and they need to be healthy to have a livelihood. But I applaud Mayor Maddox and President Bell for taking the quick action that they did, and I just hope that others
let
voluntarily do what they need to do to help us slow this spread.
Before he left him. I get him to do it tomorrow. Hey.
Okay.